Okay, what are we on? Day 12? Um, it is close to when I'm supposed to be posting this, so it might be late today again. But I've been sleeping and I was talking to somebody who I felt like needed my attention, so I'd much rather take care of my friend than film on time. So, okay, so we got this coffin looking thing. Fill this coffin with regrets. Now stick the lid on, tear it out, and bury it. Remember, you aren't defined by your mistakes. Ooh, that's a deep one. Um, my regrets. Oh man, who doesn't have a ton of those? Off the top of my head, I regret that I was a crappy student in school. Um, I mean, what I mean by that is I was smart, but I was very lazy, and unless it was a test or something I was really interested in, I didn't like to. I didn't like to do my homework. I, while I loved to read and write, when it came to book reports, I would do the bare minimum just to get by. So if I were to go back and do it again, I would be better about that. I would put more effort in, I would say, and maybe my grades would have been better. Maybe I could have. I mean, I was never going to be a what do you call it? A straight A student. That's just not me. I'm intelligent, but just math was my downfall. I can never get past pre-algebra. And I swear that's a genetic thing. Like my mom she might have been better at math. My sister's not that great at math. Like the other day, my sister surprised me yesterday actually. Yesterday being Saturday. Well, no, today's Monday, so 2 days ago. Surprised me by coming into town and picked me up, and we went to see my mom, which I haven't seen my mom in a while. So we ended up playing Scrabble after they ate because I wasn't hungry. And here you add up all the points for the words. Screw it, I'm using a calculator. Sorry. Just sorry. I might give myself more or less points if I do it manually, through my head. But so math was never going to be. Was always going to be something that would hold me back from being like a straight A student. Yeah. So that's a regret. I regret not doing some things that I should that I wanted to. I wanted to go to broadcasting school for radio. My mom talked me out of that. I really wanted to go work on a cruise ship. Like, so 92 is when I graduated. A month after graduating, we moved to Oregon from California, which I absolutely hated. I was completely depressed for like a year. Like, not where I wanted to end my existence, but just really depressed. It was a small town, didn't know anyone. I wasn't in a school. How was I going to meet anybody? Yeah, it was completely just. Gonna be honest, I'm still pissed at my mom and my stepfather for that, because that was one of the most selfish things I could have done to somebody. I'm not someone who's ever been popular anyways, but even if I was, there was no chance to go meet anybody unless I was working. And I worked later, but that was like another year or so before I got a job. So you gotta think, there was like a whole year I spent in my bedroom. I'm 18, thinking like, why am I here? But anyway, so through that time, back in the day, you would look through magazines, and instead of online, you would look through magazines and see things that you might be interested in doing or going to school for. And there was a book you could send away for, and a really thick book like that with all the the cruise ship lines, all the companies that you would apply to if you wanted to go work on a cruise ship. I thought, what would be better than to go cruise, go travel the world and get paid for it. And my mom talked me out of that too. Like, I don't know what she wanted from me. Like, you, I don't understand why that. It didn't cost money. But I let her talk me out of it, and now I would be like, fuck you, no way, I'm going. Peace out. I don't know why I let her talk me out of it. I was the baby of the family. My brother, wow, this is gonna be a vlog today apparently. My brother got messed up on drugs. He was in the military. He got messed up on drugs. He got kicked out of the military, and spent the next 15, 20 years in and out of jail because of drugs or being on parole, probation, parole, getting to the end of the parole, doing something stupid or getting caught for something stupid and get back thrown into jail. It was a super terrible vicious cycle. He's good now, but so he was the first one. My sister so my brother is 13 and a half years older than me. My sister is 7.5 years older than me. When she was 17, she got knocked up, got pregnant. She got kicked out of the house. I was 10 or 9. Um, Between her and I, we had another sister who passed away when I was, right before I was going to turn 3. She was almost going to be 8. So I know there's stuff there from my mom clinging to me. But I was like the last hope of, like, my sister didn't graduate, my brother did. I graduated, barely. Um, but she had me under her thumb so damn bad. Like, she thought I was going to get knocked up, thought I was going to do drugs. Everything that my other 2 siblings did bad, she thought was going to be my path, which I never wanted to do drugs because there's addiction in my family, and I knew if I started one drug, I'd probably end up doing others, so I've never even smoked marijuana. I've done the edibles and the gummies, but that's a little different, and that's for pain or insomnia, but never done any kind of drug. Um, Although, I think I told the story before. I'll tell it some other day about being drugged at work. I think I said that before. I don't know. It's a whole different story. Um, Never did drugs. Was not popular at all. So, like, I don't understand. Like, my mom, I'm like, you really have nothing to worry about in that department. You really don't have to worry about me getting knocked up in school because never had a date, never got asked out or anything. So I regret. Long story short, long story not short, not let listening to her and not going to work on a cruise because I know somebody who works on a cruise ship now and she has like the coolest. She travels. She goes to concerts all over the place, all over the world because that's where her ship is going to port. How fun that would have been. I mean, I guess I could technically still do it, but I don't know now. But I regret that. So, long, that's a very, very long story. Yeah, I regret that. And as for what else I regret? Um, I regret, can't really say I regret dating people, which I didn't have that many boyfriends, but, I think people are brought into your life for a reason. Although there was one dude that I wish I would have never gotten involved with. I could have lived with that one. But I regret being like a self-sabotager with jobs where my attitude was just like, I don't want to be here. I don't like my boss. Um, Not that I don't like working or doing the work that I did. It was all like in food service, restaurants and that kind of stuff. I don't mind working hard and doing physical labor and cleaning and all that and serving and cooking, but you piss me off, and I'm just like, I'm very kind of punk rock, and my bad Gemini comes out, and I'm just like, I don't need this. I'm gone. When in reality, yeah, I do need the job because I need the money, so I would do that to myself quite often. I regret doing that a few times because there was one time I was a night supervisor at a coffee shop, coffee house, whatever you want to call it. And don't even know what happened that day, but I went to lunch and I just never went back. I mean, how terrible is that? I had the keys to lock up. I had to. No, I think I left the keys. I did. I left the keys because I knew I wasn't coming back, and I don't. I didn't say anything to anybody. I just left. Like, I had managers calling me, trying to make sure I was okay, I didn't get into an accident, I'm not dead somewhere. Yeah, just really, really stupid. And I regret doing that. I regret doing that to those people because they were nice people. I just don't know why I did it. And yeah, someone had to come in and close for me. And, instead of just saying, hey, you know what? I quit, I just like took off like an idiot. So I regret doing that. Things like that I regret because I'm not that kind of a person. I don't like to do that to people. But I was younger then and really kind of stupid. So yeah, regret being immature like that. I was old enough to know better, basically. Mm, and what else do I regret? I think. Ooh, okay. Here's one I've never told anybody. Well, I told one person. So when I was 16, I got a after school job. It was my first job that wasn't babysitting or things like that. So like an actual real job. After school, had to put on a uniform, all that. I was 16. I've always looked young. So you gotta. I look back at pictures of me at that age, and I look like I'm 12 because I'm short. Um, my genetics, we all look. Have always looked really young. So I probably look like I was 12. I regret not reporting this one guy who he was older than me. He was over 21, and he basically cornered me one day and like forced me to kiss him in the break room. I regret not busting that asshole. I was so shocked I didn't even know what to do. Like, I mean, that's all that ever happened. But he knew I was 16. Because now I think about it, I'm like, who else did you do something to? Maybe worse, maybe exactly the same, but you knew you were going after a 16-year-old. It wasn't like I looked like I was older. Like some girls can look like they're older. I regret not busting his ass, because I guarantee you now, I would have clocked him. I would have punched him, and believe me, the me I am now, I would not put up with that. He would have paid some sort of price. Now he couldn't have got arrested, but he could have been gone on his record or something. Like he didn't make me feel like I was in danger of anything. It's just I think maybe me being a little shy and having some attention from this older guy who I didn't know how to handle, and it just kind of got out of control, and he just I don't know, maybe he thought I was interested, and I'm not blaming myself at all. I'm not saying I'm blaming myself, but I can't remember what exactly occurred to make that happen. But I would have busted his ass. Let me tell you that. I regret that big time because hopefully he never did anything else to anybody else. But I will never know. And if he had done that to somebody else after me, I regret not getting him in trouble. You know, at least with work. There's no reason to get the dude arrested, but you know what I mean. So I regret that. And as for, I don't think I can think of anything else right now. Um, yeah, I think that's all I can think of. And this has been, wow, only one thing today. Okay. All right. Didn't expect to talk all that much for that, but Cool. All right, friends. I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.